Bangkok has a plethora of restaurants, especially around Sukhumvit, but I think only lately we've been seeing a mix of very strange fusion foods coming together. Enter CaliMex. I'm really excited to see what they have to offer. Located in front of Sukhumvit Soi 22, right in front of the Holiday Inn Bangkok. After going on a road trip from Mexico to the USA, they decided to fuse those two cuisines together, and I honestly cannot wait to see what they have to offer us. How's your food?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah? You enjoy yourself?
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, real cheesy.
It might seem strange that the dish that we're starting with is just simple chips, salsa, and guacamole, but for me that's the best test of whether a Mexican restaurant is going to be completely amazing or an absolute fail. And this guacamole is a perfect example of how CaliMex makes their menu. They thrive on fresh, imported produce that just makes the perfect collection of taste and satisfaction in this food, and I actually really enjoy it. Now, this quesadilla does not disappoint. I mean, just seeing it, we can see that it's covered in lettuce, sour cream, tomato, and guacamole, and they are not stingy with any of that. Not to mention, the consistency is so good because it's cooked to a crisp, but on the inside you have the slow smoked pulled pork along with a chipotle barbecue sauce and a lot of cheese, which is always a good thing, don't you think? Now, I'm far from a vegetarian or a vegan, but I just had to try these out to at least make sure, and I made the exact right decision. This is probably one of my favorite dishes here, surprisingly. They are the vegan or vegetarian tacos here. Now, these tacos are made of stewed vegetables, fresh vegetables, and refried beans. Not to mention, it's topped with vegan sour cream and vegan cheese. And they're honestly my absolute favorite because they pack such a punch and such a kick of flavor, and it's such a surprise. Also, it shows that CaliMex is open for anybody with any dietary restrictions. Oh, and not to mention, I almost forgot the main ingredient in this. It is a fair trade, locally sourced soy chicken. It actually is, and it's so good. I don't think I'm very here for this. CaliMex is a Mexican restaurant and a grill would not be complete without a really good burger. Cue the El Mexicano. The El Mexicano is a very big burger made from Australian ground beef, fresh vegetables, homemade pickled jalapenos, and not to mention their amazing guacamole. It is truly and literally a mouthful, and I cannot wait to dig in. The trick is to smash the guacamole.
Asleep in a sidecar cabin with boxes for a bed, and a dream that I'll be on my way somewhere far away. There's a girl I like to think of, brownish blonde drawn hair, lays against my tired eyes.
Now, what CaliMex has done here is they've taken an old traditional menu and made it their own. This is the chicken parmigiana, but it's got a kick to it. It's an amazing piece of juicy chicken covered in bacon and not to mention cheese. Although I do have to say, the side of this dish is actually the main star for me personally. Possibly some of the best mashed potatoes I've ever had in Bangkok. So creamy, so buttery.
I was free like this. And the dream that I have is to find where my heart is. I think I might have left it at your front door, cause when I left it was empty.
Come on in.
Nothing shows what great ingredients CaliMex uses better than the surf and turf platter. 400 grams of 150-day aged beef topped with Canadian lobster tail with a side of dressed salad. You cannot get more pure than this dish, and it is so good. Now, at any Mexican restaurant, you cannot forget the enchiladas. There's a lot of variations here, but for me, I decided to go with an enchilada with the Fisherman Wharf shrimp, which looks absolutely amazing. It's Mexican aromatic rice mixed with refried beans, and not to mention topped with an amazing amount of cheese, which, you know, is pretty much what I'm after. Now, in my opinion, a meal is never finished without a dessert. And while CaliMex doesn't have an official dessert menu, at this particular one you can ask them for their dessert menu, which changes monthly. I decided to choose the coconut panna cotta. Now, this is a very light and fluffy panna cotta that's covered in mango and passion fruit. And I cannot wait to dig in. That was really good. Well done. Now, if it's not food that you're looking for, but actually drinks and fun, CaliMex is still the place to be. It has an extensive cocktail menu of not only alcoholic cocktails, but mocktails too. And not to mention, they use these nice fancy little bamboo straws. Good to go green. For me, CaliMex is full of a few surprises and tweaks, but my absolute favorite is your own personal beer tap at your table. And they actually only charge you a fraction of a baht per milliliter. It's such a great deal. All in all, I feel like CaliMex is not just a place to go with your family, but a place where you can have fun with your friends or have a drink after work or before you decide to go out on the weekend. It's a really all-encompassing place that you should try and come and enjoy.